Hey guys, Jay Brother Performance here. New product coming out probably within the next week. Today is, I think, June 13th, 2024. Alright, so remember these pesky things? That goofy C5 valve body that everybody hated and didn't know what to do with. Well, now I found something for you to do with it. You can turn it into this. This is a C4 Transbrake, or also just a C4 reverse manual valve body. So this is a kit, and you just use this half with the valves, get rid of all this goofiness, and replace it with this bad boy right here. And there you go. Now you got a Transbrake or a reverse manual valve body, whichever way you choose to do it. And that's that. So just very similar if you're aware of our C4 Transbrake kit. Pretty much the same thing. You're just using a different core for it now. And I know some of you guys have these goofy things laying around. Maybe you threw them out, but if you happen to get one of these, you can do something with it now. So that's that. That should be out in the next week or so. I'm going to be putting those into production if our aluminum ever gets here. But anyways, another thing I've got going on. I told you, with all this counterfeiting and all this other nonsense that's been going on that a lot of you guys are aware of. Coming out with some other new designs. Other thing I'm going to do is I'm coming out with a forward pattern Transbrake for the C4. I've had the design for a while and I just never put it into production. But, a lot of people have asked me to add a second gear Transbrake so it'll work in first and second gear. I'm a little on the fence about this because I'm worried about the safety concerns with that. I mean, you can be rolling pretty fast in second and potentially accidentally activate your Transbrake or something. So I'm a little bit worried about that. And I'd like you guys to, if you would, put in the comments what you think about that second gear activation. Is it really necessary? Is there anybody that really needs that? Or is it just, 6 guys making a stink about it? Because I'd rather not have the second gear activation. I can do it, but I'd rather not do it. I'm just concerned for people's safety on that. Man, I'd have to probably make them sign a waiver to buy it. It just makes me nervous. Transbrakes are kind of scary as it is, and letting it engage in, second gear, third gear, whatever. Mine will not engage in third. I'm going to put a safety circuit in there. So for all you counterfeiters, maybe you can get a heads up on this. Here's a quick look at my circuit diagram. But, yeah, you rip-off artists aren't going to understand that anyway. So maybe just email me personally. I'll just save everybody the time and just email you the DFX files from the CNC machine once I get it programmed. Maybe save you some time on ripping me off. But anyways, enough of that. So, yeah, please let me know what you think about the second gear activation. I'm going to be doing this for the C6 also. Kind of my thoughts on the second gear activation is you're kind of trying to turn the C4 into a power glide, and the beauty of the C4 is the first gear, so I'm not really sure why a lot of people would want to do that. What I would rather do is no longer have a first gear in it. Just make the valve body so that the transmission starts in second and shifts to third, and that's it. And Transbrake works in just second gear only. Just kind of make it, shift pattern like a power glide or something. You know, so if you're really just not wanting to fork out for a power glide and wanting to stay forward or whatever it is, you can just, you know, change the valve body out and it just turns it into a 2-speed. I think that would probably be better, but maybe some of you guys are going to say, well, I want to have the option to still use the first gear if I want to, you know, depending on the track and, you know, some of these no prep races and things like that. I think people are thinking it might be better to sometimes start in second, sometimes start in first. I know on the C6, a lot of the mud drag guys, they're the ones that seem to want the second gear Transbrake the most on the C6. So I'm going to do that too. I got that in the works, but with all this counterfeiting crap going on and C4s and this and that, and I've just been back on C4s trying to get this done before I get back onto the C6 stuff. I think the C4 lifespan is kind of short too, so I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but please let me know in the comments your thoughts on this. And I know a lot of people over the years have been wanting a forward pattern, and there's plenty of reverse patterns out there, and you're going to see some complete valve bodies on the site soon. I've happened to get some cores and things, so I'm going to have the valve bodies available. Now that they're selling better, that we're not dealing with knockoffs at the moment, I'm going to take advantage of it and sell what I can. And, you know, so made in USA. It's made here in Weatherford, Texas, by myself. So if that means anything to anybody, that's what we're doing. Okay. I think that's it for now. And this is just an old prototype I had around. I'll show you. Because we're going to be doing these valve bodies all new. And I think I'm going to be doing that with the C6 as well. The cores are just getting rough and harder to get, and the writing's on the wall. You know, we just got to start doing this new. And this is an old design I have, reverse pattern design. Very simple. It's a valveless design. Works pretty well. I never really put them into production. But, you know, maybe I'll be putting that into production as well. You know, but I think for right now I want to focus on the forward pattern. So anyways, that's all I got for today. Again, not to keep beating the dead horse, but please comment on what you think about, you know, forward pattern, reverse pattern, Transbrake in first, second. Just give me some thoughts. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys.